15 Mysterious and creepy photos that might never be explained. Number 15. Hook Island Sea Monster. In 1964, French photographer Robert Sarek spotted and took a quick picture of what resembled a giant snake-like creature resting on the seafloor off the coast of Queensland, Australia. Some sources claimed it could have been a long tarp or something similar. However, no credible explanation has ever been found for this bizarre photo. Number 14. Hessdalen Lights. Since the 1940s, possibly earlier, there has been a strange light phenomenon observed in the Hessdalen Valley, Norway. The spectacle has a form of white or yellow light of unknown origin standing or floating above ground level. Between 1981 and 1984, the lights were observed up to 20 times per week but have drastically reduced in frequency since then to about 10 to 20 times per year. Despite ongoing research and numerous working hypotheses, there is no convincing explanation of the origin of these lights. Number 13. Cooper's family photo. Back in the 1950s, the Cooper family from Texas moved into their new house. Once there, they took a family photo, but when the picture was developed, the image of a body falling from the ceiling was clearly visible. As further investigation on this story has brought no plausible explanation, there exist many speculations, including one that argues that the shadow is the ghost of the previous owner of the house. Number 12. Time Traveler. On footage from a Charlie Chaplin's promotional film shot in 1928, there is a woman who appears to be talking into a cell phone. Needless to say, back in the 1920s mobile phones were yet to be invented. Nevertheless, even the lady's gestures and behavior is eerily familiar to what we see on the streets nowadays. Number 11. Falcon Lake Incident. In 1967, Stefan Michalak reportedly encountered an unidentified flying object near Falcon Lake, Canada. Michalak was close enough to touch the object, but then, it suddenly lifted off, knocking him on his back. Michalak claimed to have been burned by the object's exhaust vent that was covered with a grid. The hot gases even left burn marks on his chest, as it can be seen in the photo. After this bizarre accident, Michalak got very sick, suffering from symptoms typical of radiation, but the nature of the burns has remained a mystery. Number 10. Hampton Court Ghost. This ghostly figure was captured on a security camera at the Hampton Court, a royal palace located in the Greater London area. The figure appeared to be closing one of the palace's doors, but when the guards arrived at the place, nobody was there. As the palace has a long and violent history, the figure is believed to be one of several ghosts that are rumored to haunt the building. Number 9. Fairy Circles. Found in the arid grasslands of the western part of southern Africa, the fairy circles are circular patches of barren land. Typically occurring in monospecific grassy vegetation, the circles vary between 2 and 15 meters, 7 and 49 feet, in diameter. The origin and history of fairy circles have long been a puzzle, and even now, scientists are still not sure who or what create them. One favorite assumption is that a sand termite is responsible for the circles, but the range of the phenomena is much wider than that of the termite species. Number 8. Solway Firth Spaceman. One of the world's most famous mysterious photos, this image was taken by Jim Templeton near Solway Firth in Cumbria, England in 1964. Behind Templeton's daughter, who is supposed to be the only figure in the picture, there is another entity resembling a spaceman. But Templeton insisted he did not see anyone else present when the photograph was taken. Modern analysis suggested that the figure might have been the photographer's wife, standing with her back towards the camera, but not even this explanation is convincing enough. Number 7. Pyramid on the Moon. This image was taken by Apollo 17 in December 1972 during its flight to the Moon near the area known as Geophone Rock. NASA listed this image as blank. But after retouching the photo, you can see that is not completely blank. Turning up the contrast, a pyramidal structure can be observed. NASA has never given a credible version of the issue, which has led to some speculations about what else can actually be on the Moon, hidden to public awareness. Number 6. Freddie Jackson picture. In 1919, Freddie Jackson was accidentally killed by an airplane propeller while working as an air mechanic. 2 days later, his squadron took a group photo, but when the photo was developed, Freddie Jackson was in the photo. The shocked crew confirmed that the man in the photo was indeed Jackson. In fact, the picture was taken on the same day as Jackson's funeral was held. It is believed that Jackson's spirit was unaware of his death and showed up to have his picture taken as scheduled. Number 5. Tulip Staircase Ghost. Relevant. Ralph Hardy, a retired clergyman from White Rock, British Columbia, took this famous photograph in 1966. Originally, he only wanted to take a picture of the elegant tulip staircase in the Queen's House section of the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich, England. Upon development, however, the photo revealed a shrouded figure climbing the stairs. Experts who examined the original negative concluded that it had not been tampered with. The vicinity of the staircase is rumored to be haunted, and unexplained footsteps have often been heard there. Number 4. Phoenix Lights. In March 1997, thousands of people saw strange lights of various descriptions. There were allegedly 2 distinct events involved in the incident: a triangular formation of lights seen to pass over the state, and a series of stationary lights seen in the Phoenix area. While experts have come up with several theories to explain this bizarre phenomenon, it is still not known what exactly those thousands of people actually saw on that day. Number 3. Battle of Los Angeles. Also known as the Great Los Angeles Air Raid, the Battle of Los Angeles was a rumored enemy attack and subsequent anti-aircraft artillery barrage which took place from late 24th of February to early February 25, 1942 over Los Angeles, California. According to some modern ufologists, the picture of the supposed attack that appeared in local newspapers back then might have actually shown an extraterrestrial aircraft. Number 2. Elisa Lam death. Another creepy story that happened in Los Angeles. The death of Elisa Lam has been a mystery since it happened in 2013. A 21-year-old student, Lam was found dead in a rooftop water tank at the Hotel Cecil where she was staying. While it's not entirely known how she got onto the roof, which was barricaded at that time, there is a very bizarre video footage showing her in the hotel's elevator on the day of her disappearance. In the footage, Lam is seen exiting and re-entering the elevator, talking and gesturing in the hallway outside, and sometimes seeming to hide within the elevator, which itself appears to be strangely malfunctioning. Number 1. Time-traveling hipster. In a picture taken on the occasion of the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Gold Bridge, British Columbia in 1941, an alleged time traveler can be seen. It was claimed that his clothing and sunglasses were modern and not of the styles worn in the 1940s. The camera that the man is holding in his hands also looks inappropriately modern and advanced for that period. As the photo went viral on the internet recently, the man is now often referred to as time-traveling hipster.